What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today we are going to be talking about the escrow process. If it's your guys' first time to the channel, my name's Omar. I'm your local friendly real estate agent here in Los Angeles, Orange County, and the Inland Empire. Let me know with any comments, questions, or concerns. My number and email will appear on the screen. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share it with a friend if you did get any value from today's video. And make sure you guys stay to the very end because I will be dropping some tips and tricks that you may use in the escrow process. Let's get right into the video. So after you have found your dream home, the offer's been accepted, everything looks good, your home will go into the escrow process. So the escrow process begins by the earnest money deposit being deposited from the buyer. It's called an EMD. And this price can kind of vary depending on the price of the home or what's negotiated in the contract. But let's say it's going to be $10,000, which basically solidifies you as the buyer as being the beneficiary to this contract. It creates it and it makes it a legally binding contract, and it is refundable if there are any hiccups or anything that comes up during the title search or during the escrow process. So step number 2 is going to be the disclosures as well as inspections. So in California, the sellers are required to create a list of disclosures, meaning that if there's anything wrong with the house that they know of, they are required to write it down and detail it in the contract. So there's not any abnormal surprises when it comes down to the inspection. When the inspection comes, a home inspector will come around the house. They will check everything from the roof, the attic, underneath the house, basement if there is. They're checking for termites, they're checking for any faulty electrical, any faulty plumbing. They will check this house from head to toe. And they will give you a comprehensive list of everything that they've detected, anything that they noticed, or anything that needs to be immediately fixed. So this is an important step because it's important for the buyer as well as the seller, because for the buyer, there's not going to be any surprises or anything like that. Once they do come to the closing table, they know everything that needs to be fixed. And it's also great for the seller because they're not going to be hiding anything that they know of. Step number 3 is going to be the negotiation stage for those repairs. Oftentimes, the sellers don't know everything that's wrong with the house, or they sometimes might not disclose everything even though they are required to. So this is a very beneficial stage for the buyer because whether it's termites that need quick treatment, whether it's an uneven foundation that may need to be fixed, whether there is an electrical problem, this is where the negotiations will come in, and as a buyer, you will negotiate for those repairs to be completed or for you to receive a credit from the seller to make those renovations yourself. So this is very, very important, especially for the buyer, to get the best deal and to make sure that everything is in tip-top condition before you actually getting a hold of those keys. There will also be an appraisal done, especially if you are going to be using a loan to be completed, so that the bank is actually going to be protected, because they will never loan more than the actual home value. So let's say you put in an offer for $500,000, but the bank appraises it at $475,000. You will actually have to come out of pocket to get that extra $25,000. Just because they do not want to be liable for anything extra. However, if the bank appraises it at $550 and you got in an offer at $500, you will be in perfect condition and you'll get instant equity as well built in to that purchase. So step number 4 is going to be the mortgage process. So once we've gotten everything taken care of, you will go ahead, speak with your mortgage lender or bank, and you will ask them to go ahead and wire that money to the escrow company so then they can hold it until they do their final searches. And then once everything is completed, they will go ahead and send that money over to the seller. So step number 6, once all the appraisals, home inspections, mortgages, everything has been cleared, then your title search company or the escrow company will go ahead and do a title search. This basically sees if there's any liens or any contingencies on the home. This may include like any mechanics liens, any tax liens, anything that will hold up the title when it is transferred over. So they will make sure it is free and clear. Once they do confirm that, you will opt in to either get a title insurance, which basically, if anything does come up down the line, you will be protected in paying those fees. But most of the times, it'll be free and clear, meaning there's not going to be any liens, any judgments on that deed or title, and you will be all set there. And the final step, my favorite step, it's going to be the final walkthrough. So the sellers will usually have a period of time to leave the house. Maybe it's 1 week, 2 weeks, but make sure that everything is gone from the property. Then you, as the buyers, will go in and you will make sure that everything is in the condition that you found it in. There hasn't been any the seller hasn't removed anything, that all the real property is there and that it is in the same condition that you saw it initially. And once everything has been cleared, you will go ahead and meet with your agent. They will go ahead and hand you off the keys and you'll be free to move in at your earliest convenience. That is a rough estimate of the escrow process. If you guys had any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact info will appear on the screen. And if you guys got any value from this video, please share it with a friend, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Take care.